What is up, y'all? We're back with another video, and today we're going to be talking about the Halloween TV series. But before we get into it, definitely smash the like button because it definitely helps, and make sure you're subscribed to the channel. So before we get into anything we're about to get into, I want y'all to know that this news right here, it sounds bad, I'm not going to lie, and it could potentially be true, but take it with a grain of salt. So we're hearing with the Halloween TV series at this moment, it could be in jeopardy due to a higher up leaving at MIRAMAX. Once again, it's just rumors out there in the Halloween community, and a lot of people are talking about this right now. And I'm not gonna lie, I was all for the Halloween TV series, but I did just have a little piece of, you know, this doubt in my mind that it wouldn't happen because it just sounded too wild of a thing to happen when it came to the Halloween franchise. But I'm about to get into what we're hearing. So basically, the long rumored Halloween television series has hit a major development snag following a leadership change at Miramax Studios. The executive who have been championing the series is no longer with the company. I think the guy name is Mark Helwig. And it says sources indicate the project has been quietly placed on hold. According to insiders, the departure of that key figure has left the series without clear direction or momentum. No writers, directors, or cast have even been attached, and all signs point to the project being paused indefinitely. Some industry speculation suggests that earlier production could now be pushed back to mid-2026. Though that timeline remains uncertain, this comes after Miramax and Trancas International acquired the TV rights in late 2023 following a highly competitive bidding war. The goal was to build out a serialized version of the franchise rooted in the 1978 original film. At the time, the project was considered a top priority for Miramax TV with fast-track development. Plans publicly confirmed by former Miramax TV head Mark Helwig in earlier 2024. So we're hearing that Mark Helwig actually was the one who stepped away from Miramax. And usually, you know, when someone like higher up that, you know, steps away, that was the one that was planning on pushing this TV series, it can put it in a bad spot where no one wants to pick it up, no one has, you know, any interest in it, and now it's left in this weird spot. So I don't know what happened, but man, lately a lot of this type of confusion and issues been happening with big IPs. We had Saw go through it. At first we had Crystal Lake go through it. Now we have the Halloween TV series. So I will say this, if this does fall through and it doesn't happen, I'm not going to be upset because, look, I'm the type of Halloween fan, I'm down anything Michael Myers related. Anytime we get to see that man on the screen or even on a big screen, I'm down. I want to see what happens, the story they're telling, a new look of Michael Myers and how they're going to, you know, make us be invested and entertained. So if they do, you know, end up not proceeding with the TV series, I mean, I guess it was all meant to be that way, because I always said, I think that Michael Myers, he belongs on the big screen, to be honest. I don't think a TV series, you know, is something that fits Michael Myers, but I see why they were going for a TV series, because that's one of the only things that's left to do with Halloween. And I was just talking about this on my live stream. I think it's a way that you can bring Michael Myers back, but it's not going to be for everybody, because a lot of people still have that imagery in their head when he got took out of Halloween Ends and he gets crushed to nothing. A lot of people don't understand timelines. People don't understand that the Danielle Harris timeline is different from the Halloween 2018 timeline, or, you know, the other timelines like the Thorn and things like that. They think it's just one big world. People think, I done heard people say they think that actually Laurie Strode is Michael's sister in a recent trilogy, but they debunked that theory. Now, I just want to say, if they do bring Michael back, they're going to have to do two things. They're going to have to retell the story of Michael Myers, how Rob Zombie did, just so it's like a reintroduction to him, and then you could kind of just continue from that movie. Or they can go from Halloween 2 and erase 3 and give us a solid third film to the franchise. But that right there, even, it's going to go over people's heads that are not diehard Halloween fans. You know what I'm saying? So Halloween Ends really put Michael Myers in a weird spot with us seeing his death on the screen and just knowing that he's actually gone. So it's going to be hard, but I do say that we're going to get something for the anniversary, Halloween 50th anniversary. Now, it could be the game that they were talking about that's going to be done by Unreal Engine 5 with John Carpenter's hand in it. I think that will be so cool. And that way we can be in the universe playing as Michael or Laurie Strode or Loomis, or somehow, some way they sit back and figure out a way to bring Michael back to the big screens in the theaters, and you have a way that we can all understand the story that they're telling. I mean, I'll understand any timeline they bring, but I think they're thinking of that too. Like, people are going to think like, okay, how is Michael Myers returning? He just got took out in 2022, so this is not making any sense to us. So I think that's what they're thinking about, because I'm thinking about that, because when it comes to ticket sales, you don't want to just say, okay, this is for Halloween fans. You want to say this is just for horror fans in general, because everybody knows who Michael Myers is when they see his face. You know what I'm saying? And it's people that, you know, look at Michael Myers and they say, oh, you talking about the guy with the white mask and the mechanic coveralls, or you're talking about Michael Myers, you know, the evil, the blackest eyes, and, you know, there's this evil being that's walking the streets of Haddonfield. So you got two different crowds, and I think that's what they're thinking about. Because, and I also want to say this, I feel like 2022 was just here, and I feel like every time Michael Myers is brought to the screen, it's a big gap, because it's almost like we got to forget about what we just seen, almost how Rob Zombie did his, and then out of nowhere, David Gordon Green brought a trilogy to us. It has to be something like that. And I think that's why the TV series is a good thing, because people going in to watch the TV series understand, hey, this is just a TV series version. And it's not easy to, I mean, it's not hard to understand that, because we know we're watching a TV series. But overall, this is just rumors. Take it with a grain of salt. I mean, we have not heard anything. Only thing we heard that it was going to be a creative reset, and it was going to be started from the original film Halloween 1978, possibly a cinematic universe. We didn't know who was, you know, going to be a part of this TV series. We heard rumors that they said Laurie Strode wasn't going to be a part of it, and Loomis was going to be a part. But now we're also hearing there was no characters attached to this yet. But this is all rumors. I mean, like I said, if they say, hey, the Halloween TV series is back up and running, cool, I'm all for it, man. I cannot wait to cover it and see what they do, because it's something new for Halloween fans. But also, if they say it's canceled, I'll be bummed a little bit, because I was looking forward to seeing what they were going to do, but I'll also feel safe, you know, because I'm not saying I don't trust Miramax or Trankers and the decisions they make, but this is something that's very new to us. Like, we're so used to seeing like an hour and 45 of Michael Myers and it's over, but a continuous episode telling a story about Haddonfield and the boogeyman is actually risky. So yeah, you all, man, comment down below, how do you feel about this news this rumor that's going around with the Halloween TV series, and how do you feel about the TV series possibly being in jeopardy and on pause? Do you think it'll happen? Do you think it'll get canceled? Do you think a movie could be in the works? I think that'll be their best bet somehow, some way, if the TV series doesn't, you know, come to life, or that game that was being brought up about John Carpenter having his hands in it. So let me know in the comments. Unfortunately, this is the end of this video. I want y'all to hit me up on all my social medias at ILIKESCARY, and I'll see y'all in the next one. Peace.